Hey, it's Neil from Grade Savers, and today we're doing question 53, and the question reads, what is the definite integral from 5 to 9 of x over x minus 3 dx? And since we're in section 7.1, we need to use substitution in order to solve this integral. Let's begin by selecting a u. We will select u to be x minus 3 in this case, which means dx is equal to du over the derivative of x minus 3, which is just 1. And that means du over 1 is equivalent to just du. Now, before we begin writing our integral, we need to change our bounds. Right now, this bound here and this bound here are in terms of x. We need to make them in terms of u. So if x equals to 5, according to this equation, u is equal to 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2. If x is equal to 9, u is equal to 9 minus 3, which is equal to 6. Therefore, our bounds are now from 2 to 6 of, and let's begin our substitution, x cannot be replaced by u or dx, so we're left with x. X minus 3 is replaced by u, and dx is replaced by du. And now we're in a little bit of a, we have a bit of an issue because we can't get rid of this x. We couldn't replace it with u, and we couldn't get rid of it when we substituted in whatever dx stood for. So we need to go back to our original equation and solve for x. X is equal to u plus 3. So now this integral is equal to u plus 3 over u du. And since this is a common denominator, we can break the numerator up into the following. It would become u over u plus 3 over u, and brackets, du, which is equivalent to 2 to 6 of 1 plus 3 over u du. And now we take the integral. It becomes u plus 3 ln absolute value of u from 2 to 6. And we should plug in the top, then plug in the bottom, and take the difference between the two. So let's begin by plugging in the top. 6 plus 3 ln absolute value of 6 minus, and we'll use brackets here, 2 plus 3 absolute value of 2. And we will expand this now. So this becomes 6 plus 3 ln absolute value of 6 minus 2 minus 3 ln absolute value of 2. Now normally we could convert absolute value of 6 as just 6 and absolute value of 2 is just 2. So we could rewrite these as just 3 ln 6 and 3 ln 2. But for the sake of staying consistent with the textbook's answer at the back, we're going to keep the absolute value signs in place. So 6 minus 2 is 4, plus 3 ln absolute value 6, minus 3 ln absolute value of 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to factor out the 3, so we're left with 4 plus 3 ln absolute value of 6 minus ln absolute value of 2. And according to the rules of logarithms, when you have a difference between two logarithms of the same base, it's equivalent to dividing the terms in here. So it becomes 3 ln absolute value of 6 divided by 2, which is equivalent to 4 plus 3 ln absolute value of 3. And this answer here will match the back of your textbook. Also acceptable is 4 plus 3 ln 3 without the absolute values, because the absolute value of 3 is 3. And that's it. Hey, thanks for watching. Grab the PDF from below, and remember, the best way to study is to join the Grade Savers review sessions.